Prepare to be bedazzled. Because today, another FBI video slated to commence. Today, I'll be reacting to a video without further ado, without further delay, without further procrastination. Let's allow the frivolities, antics, and trivialities to commence.
Man is considered the problem, we call it abuse. No, I'm not saying some of that is not true in some cases, so don't flip my word. And I'm sorry, ladies, but the toxic dating culture is not trash because of men. It's trash because people nowadays lack conviction, they lack integrity. I mean, y'all wanted equality until it came with consequences. Y'all have a blessed day. Jesus is king.
I don't think women fully understand the power that their touch has on their husband. Last night, my husband and I were just sitting on the couch, and I looked at him and said, "Let's go to bed. Let me hold you." Maybe I said with our clothes off too. That part's optional, but recommended. We got in bed, and I started rubbing my hand.
Men should always be celibate in perpetuity. Men should always embrace celibacy in perpetuity.
Hands over his neck, his shoulders, and I could just feel it. The weight, the stress, the pure exhaustion just slowly start to melt away under my hands. For just that little bit of time, he finally relaxed. He didn't have to carry it all. In that moment, I carried him. And that's exactly what so many men do not get enough of. And if you are a wife listening to this, do not underestimate what your hands can do. Your touch isn't just affection. It's a kind of peace only you can give him. Because a wife's hands, they are healing. And sometimes that's all your husband needs.
Downloading.
I love it when people think that I'm stupid. I love when people think that I'm stupid, because tell me why I'm at the mechanic shop and he talking about I need a Cadillac converter, but I drive a Jeep. Make it make sense.
Why would a man be keen and dabbling into entering the dating market?
Yes. Think I'm stupid. Ladies, when y'all going down to the mechanic shop, take somebody with y'all. Your brother, your uncle, your daddy, your boyfriend, somebody. Stop going to these mechanic shops by yourselves, because they know we don't know anything about cars. So they trying to give us any type of services we don't even need. Outrageous prices. Because I don't understand. Make it make sense. A Cadillac converter. I don't even have a Cadillac. A Jeep converter, maybe. They think we stupid, ladies. Don't let these mechanics play in your face. And it be the shade tree ones all the way down to the dealerships. They all try to play in our faces. So next time, when I go get my car fixed, best believe I'm going to have somebody with me, because I'm not playing with these people today. I'm not playing with these people. They think they got me, but they ain't got me.
For me, my husband should make sure that if anything was to happen, we just not going to be out on the streets.
Right. You said if he wanted to go higher, would you be okay if he didn't want to? I would not.
No. I think that's a great question.
I'm not.
You got to be real with yourself. Everybody doesn't have the capacity to go higher.
That's true.
And that does not make him a bad man.
It just makes him not the right one for me.
Okay. And I can receive that.
Yeah.
But on the opposite side with that, we also got to say we okay with being single. Because
trade-offs.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm sorry, but that's just the real part, because what if he just enjoys being a school teacher? He likes going to work 7 to 4, having his summers off, and that's what he likes. Is that okay?
It's not okay for me.
Okay.
I know that I'm driven. I know that I want to go somewhere, and I have a big vision and things that I'm working on. So we just would not be compatible.
And that's fair.
You think about athletes. A world-class athlete is not competing on a local level. That prize to them means absolutely nothing, right? And so if you think about that in dating sense, like, I want the man who I also see as a prize. So the man who doesn't see anything more than where he is now, mentally we won't be okay together, because I'm going to try to push you, and you're going to want to stay where you are, that's not growth to me.
Right.
So there's a low.
Is it only cumbersome for a man to find a potential partner in the dating market who the show knows?
Baseline that I'll never be okay with.
I think I'm okay with this. What I do worry about sometimes is women saying, I want to be able to push my man and challenge my man and do all these things. But then when a man tries to challenge them in reverse.
Is a woman in the dating market compatible with the typical man in the dating market who the show knows?
Then it's a problem. I don't want you to tell me what to do. I don't want you to tell me how to act. Don't talk to me that way. That whole thing, you know, and a lot of men don't want to deal with that type of stuff.
I just had a conversation with a man. He said, tell me about yourself. I want to know about you. I said, it's best to probably ask me a question and I can respond. Ask me something specific and I'll respond. He goes, name 3 things you can do to keep your man happy. So you have a good evening. I can tell that we're not compatible. Be blessed.
If you're arguing with your girl and she says, so basically you're saying, just know she's about to twist every word you said.
Women's struggle is that women are poor assessors and judgment callers around what is achievable.
Very true.
You can want whatever you want as a woman, that's your right. But that doesn't mean that that's achievable for your husband.
Yeah.
And to fail to process whether or not he could, you set a goal that he would never hit the mark on.
Valid.
And never made the agreement that he would, never said that he would.
Tell the truth.
Not even in the way that you have imagined it, because it goes back to the first question, which is, did we have a conversation about it and share ideas, or did we communicate that this is how things were going forward? It wasn't communicated. Absolutely. An idea was said. He said okay. He said okay because he was watching a football game and he wanted to get back to it, so he said okay. You thought that he co-signed. He didn't. You bring it back up, he has no idea what you're talking about. It's irrelevant to him. Doesn't know why he should do it. And what is the return of the investment? If I should do this, and then what? Because the last 12, 14 things that you did, you haven't acknowledged them. You haven't esteemed me. You haven't made a big deal out of it. I didn't get extra kitty. I didn't get extra sleep. I didn't get... So what are we doing here?
Tell me, now you playing, truth or playing, are you playing, truth or...
Okay, y'all, this is a public announcement. Girls and cars are the same exact thing, all right? And I'm gonna break it down to you like this. You see when you go in car shopping, right? And you kind of want to get that foreign. You're like, damn, that shit look hot. That shit look good. But then you look into the maintenance and you're like, whoa, I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Same exact thing applies to girls, okay? Some girls are too up here, and when you get with them, you're like, oh, no, you asking for too much. Oh, no, this, that, and the third. Like, what you think I am? No. You should have got that Honda. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm putting out? The Honda's still cute. It still do the same thing, but it's more in your bracket. You know what I'm saying? It's in your bracket. All right? You getting it? All right.
But these foreign cars be breaking down. And they say things like Toyotas and Hondas last quite a long time. Some people trick out their Hondas. Hondas look very, very good.
Is a woman in the dating market amenable to going on a date with a typical man in the dating market who the show knows?
What you can do, first of all, Honda is not a bad looking car. Second of all, you can take that Honda, which is not a bad looking car, and put a little bit more work into it and really elevate it. So that Honda that looked pretty good now looks really good after some work and some care put into it. And that's a new Honda. Imagine, well, that's an older Honda. Imagine if you get a new Honda and you put that work into it. So it's coming off the lot, shiny and new, You put a little. Sometimes you don't have to do anything to it. You take it off the lot. You do a little bit to it. Man, looks great. Looks fantastic. What you guys are saying is, well, I'm a foreign. With the way y'all be handling yourselves, you're a older model of a foreign. Old technology, outdated technology, bald tires, engines gone out, transmission is not shifting properly, too many miles, paint job is faded away, bumper is falling off, that sort of thing. So no, I'm not going to be paying a high price for something that is not that great.
Unpopular opinion. A lot of women require a man to take care of their financial needs, but they cannot meet a man's needs, and his needs are actually free. He wants you to give him a lot of love, respect, loyalty, affection, attention, appreciation, take some accountability, know how to say I'm sorry, listen to him whenever he speaks, and to provide a safe space for him. And you can't meet any of these free requirements that actually just take a little bit extra time and attention from you. But you expect for him to provide for you financially in every way possible. You want him to take care of your hair, your nails, get you a new car, pay your rent, make sure all your bills is paid, do all the little experiences that you want to do, take you to a 5-star restaurant. And not for nothing, a lot of people can't even name a 5-star restaurant, but you want him to find one and take you there and pay that bill, and you can't meet his needs, and his needs are free of charge. Why would he continue to meet your financial needs if you can't take care of his needs, whenever it literally will cost you nothing out of pocket? It's just a little bit of your time, a little bit of your appreciation, and getting to know that man and being able to provide his needs that are actually free.
Want to know what's crazy though?
It's crazy.
Those women that care and watch how much money you spend and how much money you spending on them, they don't like you. Because a woman that likes you don't want you to spend all your money, because she's mindful of the union and the partnership that y'all are building.
There it is.
If that woman is like, ooh, like women that are like, ooh, I need to get my hair and my nails done. Why is your hair and your nails not already done? This should be a lifestyle. Like, if you literally, it's one thing to be like, oh yeah, because, you know, I have an appointment from here, I'm going to get my hair done. It's one thing to be like, oh yeah, I have my hair appointment. I have zero expectation for a man to be like, oh, here you go, you gotta, no. Now, if it happens, I love that for me, but it's not an expectation because it doesn't need to be. So I personally feel like us ladies, we gotta get it together, because it's that standard that's making men think that the transaction is okay. We hold the standard. It's all up to us at the end of the day.
Men should abstain, desist, and refrain from entering the dating market. Men should always be celibate. Men should always embrace celibacy in perpetuity. Men should always be celibate in perpetuity.
Day as women, you know, and we gotta stop being so doggone cheap.
Because we see the clips of like, oh, what you gonna do for me? What you gonna do for me? What you
Right.
gonna do for me?
And then women will be like, well, I took my time to get ready. That man has time too. He took time out of his day to make sure that he prepared something. Hopefully he put some effort in. It's not just going to a thing. But this is another thing too, for the ladies that are listening. We gotta be mindful that men with money, I'm doing air quotes right now, men with money, or real men with money, a lot of the times what they're doing is just what they do. You are not special. So someone may think, oh my God, he flew me on a jet, or oh my God, he flew me.
As a woman in the dating market, demonstrate reciprocity to a man in the dating market when she goes on a date with a man in the dating market. The show knows.
First class, or oh my God, we went to this 5-star restaurant. Baby, that's what he does. You are not special. You insert girl here at this point, you know? So I feel like we got to get really clear on what does each side have to offer. Are you looking for a dating experience, which is fine, or are you looking for partnership in life?
There ain't been not one woman that came in here and paid for their husband or boyfriend's Father's Day cut. Any of your clients came in here and paid for their husbands or their boyfriends for the Father's Day?
No, not one.
Not one, right? All right. Hey, bro, did a lady get your Father's Day gift yet?
No.
Nothing? You ain't got no kids, nigga. No, those girls. I saw my man Los's post, and he was saying nobody been in his barbershop. So if anybody see this video in the barbershop, comment below and let us know if any of the women have been at your barbershop to pay for any of their men's haircuts. Thanks.
Because y'all be so quick to call these men who actually trying, not the deadbeat ones, who's actually trying to take care of their kids and do right by their kids. Y'all be so busy giving them a hard time and making their life miserable, but they can financially and mentally provide for these kids. If they take all of the government assistance away from you, can you do the same without the help? And the answer for a lot of women is no. You can't. You can't sustain your livelihood without the government's assistance. So instead of you acknowledging that, allowing this man to help you raise your children or your child outside of finance, outside from the financial aspect of it, allowing him to help raise a child, not provide financially for the child, help raise the child. You rather do it all by yourself because of what? What, you gonna get some extra brownie points for it? What, you want the bragging rights that my baby daddy don't da 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 da? What's up? Make it make sense, because it's not making no kind of sense to me.
What is this male loneliness epidemic nonsense? How do you think women feel that we have to deal with a whole bunch of sassy men? Men are supposed to be providers. The only thing a lot of men are providing these days are excuses and struggle. God forbid a woman has self-respect and doesn't want to deal with a man with no ambition or future. God forbid a woman doesn't want to go off that cliff with you, buddy. A man is supposed to lead and provide.
Certain women abstain, desist, and refrain from entering the dating market.
Dumbass up.
You realize women are basically children. Your life gets so much easier because you go from treating them as an equal to treating them as a child because they whine, they complain, they're very emotional, and when you have that dynamic, things go smoother. When you treat them equally and rationally and logically, things go bad.
So apparently rich men are saying that dating is too expensive in 2025 and women have too many demands. The rapper The Game is saying, fellas, stay single unless you're ready for the every 2 week bare minimum, which is a grand total of over $3,100 every 2 weeks for lashes, hair, nails, toes, makeup, little lunch money, not big lunch money, drinks with her homegirls, her little aloe, Lulu, and Labubu. And this is still not including her little rent, her pet groomers, her car note, and her bill help. That's an estimated total of $10,000. So my question to you all is, are women high maintenance or are men just unprepared and not as ambitious anymore? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. Are people asking for too much too soon? And if you're asking how
is the cost to procure services steep?
much is too much, how much is too little?
I mean, this looks like they're trying to charge a client or something like that, billing you for these services. You're really not providing any services. Imagine paying $10,000 and getting nothing in return. That's exactly what a lot of these modern women are offering.
Don't even think about it, all right? Don't even think about it. It's not happening. They tried to get my number, and I immediately said no, go away.
Did I block you? Yes. But did you email me? Did you download text now? Did you really try? Telepathic? What? You're not trying. You don't care.
Do you think that I will take your family's money?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to sign that paper?
I know her very well, and my daughter is not a gold digger.
Yes, she is.
And if
Otherwise,
that's
she
the
would've
opinion
signed
that
the
you guys have of her, then maybe she shouldn't get married.
Then that's fine.
I'm trying to understand why everyone's having such a tough time with just this prenup talk.
Thought you got some influence.
It's complete insanity. I'm not in it for the money. I love Sean, and I want to marry the love of my life. But Emilio's standing in the way of this. We made a decision as a couple that we're not doing a prenup.
Well, if I don't come to the wedding?
Come on, then. You're my dad. She's my future wife. I want you both happy.
I'll be happy if she signs that document.
He's she.
If my dad doesn't show up at the wedding, it's going to be devastating. It's the most important time of my life. He's my father. I need him to be there.
You should just let us be happy and let us do what we want.
We'll see.
Really? So the dad is trying to protect him, and instead of listening and looking at reality, the modern world, he's literally saying, well, she's my future wife. It's like, are you stupid or what? You must be one of those special type of stupid, because it's happening everywhere. These women, they don't want to sign the prenup because they want to take half your shit.
You could ask a man for nothing and he still wouldn't have it. Who said that? Who said that?
So men, I need you guys to stop molding women.
As a woman in the dating market, aspire to become a married woman, independent future, the show knows.
Who do not want to be molded. Yep. So here's what a lot of women know. A lot of women know that men tend to fall a lot harder when it comes to being in love with a woman, right? So if a woman can get you to fall in love with her, she knows that she has almost like control over you, right? Because women can fall in love 2, 3, 4 times a year, whereas men don't really fall in love like that. So when they actually do really fall in love, right, they tend to stay in situations that do not best serve them because they want to fix the situation. Because you guys are natural fixers. You guys want to resolve issues, right? You're very solution-based. It's just in a man's DNA. But women will use this against you and literally manipulate you into staying into relationships that do not best serve you. And what will happen is you'll be trying to fix this woman. You'll be trying to mold her into what you want her to be. And you'll keep on trying to fit a circle into a square. It's never going to work. So my advice to you guys, men, let's normalize actually getting a woman who has the qualities that we want and then working with that instead of trying to mold, force, and fix a woman into what you actually want. It's slim pickings out here, but guess what? There still are some good women, and make sure you value yourself enough to get with one of them.
My wife told her friends she settled for me. We have a perfect marriage. We've been together for 9 years, married for 4. We rarely fight. We're often...
People's personalities immutable? Or can they be changed? Who the show knows.
intimate. We go out on date nights, send memes to each other, the works. Recently, we got news that her ex-boyfriend overdosed and passed away. Now, my wife has no connection to him, so we expressed our condolences to his family over text and nothing more.
You thought it was nothing more. But maybe you might be wrong.
She often goes out with her friends, and I always let her. I have no problem with it because I used to trust her 100%. I had to work late, so I told my wife that if she wants, she can call her friends over to our place since I wouldn't be around. Well, the rains were heavy and our office was told to leave early because some light flooding was taking place on the roads. I reached home and I could tell her friends were there, so I quietly went to our room unnoticed. Everyone was speaking quite loudly though, so I could hear a lot. and the ex-boyfriend came up in conversation. My wife said that 4 years into our relationship, she got a call from her ex-boyfriend, who lived in a trailer, offering to help her see the world. She said she had a bag packed and was ready to leave, but in the end decided not to and settled for the stability that I was giving her. I didn't know about any of this. She never told me, and she says that apparently she settled for me. One of her friends asked her if she ever regretted her choice. She said that she used to, but not recently. I guess that's it, right? I'm not unstable enough for her to be attracted to me. She has to settle for someone like me. That one word just keeps revolving in my head. I slipped out of the house and went to a cafe to gather my thoughts, but got a call from her asking me where I was. That I was due home half an hour ago. I went back and she greeted me with a hug and a kiss as always, but I wasn't really into it, and she asked me why my mood was off. I mumbled something like stress from work and went to bed, skipping dinner and our usual alone time.
We will demonstrate unrequited kindness to one another. The show knows.
Except I couldn't sleep. I woke up a few hours later and
After you enthralled, bedazzled, regaled, captivated, mesmerized and restored, and fascinated. But that you're entrenched in the unemployed epicness. Have a blissful day.